Hello.
Yeah, look at
Hey.
that. This is gonna be a fun thing. Hey, welcome to Fabled 42. We're gonna ride it for a second, where we build community on gaming, friendship, and chaos. Nordic Geek, thank you for the continual subs. We appreciate you, sir. I am your DM, Colin. Hi. Hi. I'm going to fix this while we quickly go through announcements.
Hey, announcements. It's probably me.
Yeah.
All right. First up, Griffin Co. GriffinCo.com. You should totally go there and check out all of their stuff. They have miniatures and geeky little gifts, or just gifts in general. They're awesome. You should totally check them out. They've been a sponsor for the channel for a long time. Show them some love. They are great. Use the code Fabled42. And you can get 22% off your purchase. Not first, just purchase. So go check them out.
Yeah.
And while you're checking them out, also check out Underground Oracle, which has amazing resources for in front of and behind the scenes D&D and other games and other things. So if you need any flavor text or want any ideas on creating a character for any game that you play, check them out. And also, ours truly, the Senor Envy, has a little did a little thing with them, and if you check that out, you'll get to see our lovely Envy tell about his experience with Underground Oracles.
Dope stuff.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Our next wonderful sponsor for the evening is Nine Realms Gaming. They hand make all of their products from natural woods and quality, making quality and affordable gaming accessories for all your TTRPG needs, including wonderful dice vaults like this that can be customized, and trays, DM screens, dice towers, all that cool stuff. You can also get 10% off your next purchase with them using our code Fabled42 at checkout over at ninerealmsgaming.com. Check it out. Seriously, dope shit.
It is dope shit. And more dope shit is Critical Dice. So special thanks to our sponsor, Critical Dice. They have an amazing assortment of dice and even have a very popular dice subscription service for your inner dice goblin. Stick around for your chance to win the Critical Dice giveaway that will be at the end of our stream. So please note, all of our giveaways are for US and Canada only, excluding Quebec, even though we're working on it because of giveaway laws. Please help support our channel by clicking on the link that I'm gonna put all the links in the chat.
Oh, the links. Golly.
All the links.
I got it. As soon as I finish it.
I like how you're sorry, you said you wanted to finish it, but I like how you implied that we're actively doing things to work on this Quebec-like situation.
I mean, I think you just do it. I think you could.
Our lawyers are talking to lawyers in Quebec, and we are working it out.
We have lawyers?
We have lawyers.
Okay.
Oh,
It's me. I'm lawyer.
It's like,
No, it's Shay. Shay's the lawyer.
But once I get the link in the chat, there'll be if you use that link, you can get 20% off all non-subscription items.
I feel like the lawyers are like 3 kobolds in a trench coat, just like repping. Anyways,
Or the Wildspire miniature 3 goblins in the trench coat.
Hey.
Thing. It's a one.
I see what you did there.
Thing.
Yeah, it's a one thing. One word.
Don't. Well,
I'm gonna find.
Don't forget to start your week here on Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific with Crypt Creatures, our horror campaign, DM'd by MZ Dusty. And as we say goodbye for now to Duke City Chronicles, our Monster of the Week campaign on Fridays, we are prepping for a new sci-fi adventure, The Search for Planet Azad. Stay tuned to our socials for that campaign coming soon. We pride ourselves on bringing a wide range of quality storytelling to those eager to join us for adventure.
This is the first I've heard about this sci-fi. Well, maybe I heard one thing. But I didn't know it was like a concrete thing. Sounds pretty concrete.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like concrete. By the way, if you happen to miss us live like tonight, you can catch our VODs on YouTube every Friday. You can watch us from the past. You can also watch us here on Twitch from the past. You can watch all of our past episodes as well as any other show aired on Fable 2 subscribe. Hey, guys, subscribe. Really, YouTube subscriptions are great because it doesn't even you don't even get. It's nothing. It's free. It's just a check mark, you know. But here, you get stuff for subscribing. It's not free unless you have Amazon Prime. You can use that. But if you subscribe, you can give luck and inspiration to any of the players or moi during any of our shows. And that's what that is.
We are at 30 out of 30 on our sub goal giveaway too.
Ooh.
No, we're at like 59 actually.
Oh, even
That's
better.
not what the screen says.
If G-Dubs comes in, then we'll.
So does that mean the next
update
tier
that.
is 60? The next giveaway is 60?
The next, oh geez.
69. Nice.
All right. Okay.
Nice.
Yes. So to address the reverb thing right here, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. One day it just appeared.
Sorry, you just stole my great material for later, Colin. No big deal.
We've been saying it like 3 times already. Don't get mad at me.
Copyright.
It's coming through my headset. Or it's like, I mean, obviously if it's coming through you, it's not coming through my headset. It's coming through my system. My mic now has, no, it's not my mic. I don't know. It's somewhere between there and here, and I can't fix it.
It's
That's-
not the problem, is it you?
Guys, is it?
Help.
Oh, is it just us?
No,
Are
yeah,
we
but
the
it's
problem?
it's you guys because of me. It's you guys through Zoom, through my desktop, through Streamlabs to them.
It
How
sounds like
bad
that
is
you
it on
probably
a
have
scale of 1
more
to
than-
5, y'all?
Do you have more than one microphone that's enabled?
Yeah, is it pulling a different audio for Streamlabs than normal? Like your normal?
No, my HOSA mic, that is the one that's enabled, is talking as if I'm talking. It's definitely this mic. Now there
Not
could
for you. For
We
us.
hit the intro video and figure it out while they watch the intro video.
Also, did you need to do like Nightbot things or
Oh, yeah.
extra things?
I did that.
So-
I did that. I did that.
Okay.
Nightbot is active and going. Okay.
Okay.
This is
We're gonna
funny.
play. We're gonna play my intro, and you know what's gonna be interesting? This is a good little test here. I wonder if the intro sound will be echoey. That's like a thing. So let's see. Hey, we're gonna play a little
chat.
video. We will be right back.
Is it the whole intro
Not
video?
yet. I'm sorry, guys. I got him the stuff late, and then I couldn't expect him to just do it in like 2 nights. That's ridiculous. So
We
hopefully
had
very
2 weeks
soon.
off.
We had 2 weeks off.
Jeez, good.
Vesta, if I have to make deck
This
saves.
is Colin going, you thought you weren't getting into combat
I
today.
was gonna
You just
say.
fucked up."
Y'all
I'll get
are
more
choosing
tea.
violence.
I'll be
I
back.
expect it all tonight, y'all.
I would like to point out that we are all individuals in the choices we make going forward in this campaign, and I would.
Solon, a world caught just outside the blessed fields of Elysium. Home to the migrated Gardenals, celestial animal kin searching for adventure. The Sun Guard are the protectors of this realm, standing against the forces of evil that seek to disrupt a lasting peace. It has been over 100 years since Bell's dark invasion faltered at Boiler Bay. In the north, Pelor's warming glow bestows prosperity to the nations of light. But in the south, a new story unfolds.
Okay. Is it
Back in
gone?
black.
Is it gone?
Don't be suspicious.
Is it gone?
Don't be suspicious. Don't.
Is that enough noise? It's the same. No.
Fail.
It sounds less to me, but you know what? We'll figure it out another time, another day. Let's get back into our campaign of Heroes of Salon with a little recap. So, our heroes, with much input into this decision, ended up having to leave Gorespire Keep for 2 days to venture into the Mireailin Forest looking for Tristy and the fire trap Bloom. They intercept Tristy on the first night as she is about to complete her trial, but a trap is sprung and combat is engaged with shadow elementals. Then they spend a night just outside the tree line with Buck and the horses, and Tristy. Envy had a mysterious visitor during that little sleepy time. Next, they quickly found a fire trap Bloom. I gotta say, guys, y'all really like that whole floating cloud shit really pushed the timeline quickly. So that was good. They found the fire bloom trap and combat was engaged. The group barely got it down before the whole of the team were consumed with flame. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair statement.
And almost TPK.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're
Very
the one
close.
doing the summary.
No, I know. No, but it was close. It's the closest I've
It
ever
was
been to.
Terrifying.
as a DM.
One of us was up. One. And if that Vesta.
Two, I
Vesta?
think, right?
No.
No.
That was one.
Just Vesta.
me.
Oh, that's right.
If she had gone down, goodbye.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Well, if we'd been a different person that couldn't have a heal, then yeah, that would be bad
Like
times.
you. What would have Lupin have done?
Yeah.
I've got some bandages.
Yeah.
Some bad.
Medicine checks are a thing.
They
just
are.
People
No,
hardly
totally.
ever use them.
I used one in Stax's campaign on Monday.
Yeah. I was gonna, but I went down. So, you know.
And a bullet around. Returning back to Gorespire Keep. After 2 days gone, the group was welcomed by fireworks and salutes from the sisters, and a rather large detail to escort them straight to Enron's keep. Cheers and admiration turned to goffing and shaming as the group made their way up to the keep. This is something new to Cherie and chat because off stream I had to quickly remember something, and that was we had Shay roll a saving throw. I believe it was
Yes.
charisma.
Yes.
And
She rolled very high.
She did roll very high, and the result was as the amazingly created kind of call and response rhyming back to Shay. A little smirk appeared on her face as a wave of just kind of euphoria hits her. This glee of being so influential, so impactful, and a smile creeps up on her face, and she lets out a little snicker, just a little tee-hee. We
Out
can
of
come
her
back.
will, in case that was good. Yeah.
Well, yeah. In case, yeah. So we're gonna come back in. It's okay if we go back just a little bit. We're gonna say like right now, you guys are coming upon the bridge. This is where Buck and the Night Watch are kind of hanging back, and the Sisters of Shar hang back, and you're about to be with the Gith guard only crossing the bridge.
I think after Shay felt like something came into her head and her mind, and even though she seemingly kind of fought it off or shrugged off whatever this outside force came upon her, it would be nice to, in using her very limited telepathic thought to the rest of the group, convey
Oh shit! It's a trap.
mm,
No.
that somebody was trying to control her.
Okay, limited telepathy.
Yeah.
So if I remember right, this is something you usually is a one target thing, right?
So so one target, can I use words? Please, Colin. You and I have never...
We did, no, we decide every time. It's more of a feeling. You can make them kind of like, see a memory. It's more picture. It's not as much verbal as it is like, you gotta, yeah, it takes that tad bit more of like, it's a degree of separation from the truth. You know, you got to give them a feeling and hope that they get it.
Shay will think to envy. And the feeling or the image will be kind of like somebody pulling puppet strings on a little puppet of Shay. But that she like fought it off. But that's the best she can try.
No, that's great. I like that. So like, now this is getting deep in the detail, not details of the mechanism, but details of, have you used this on Envy yet? You've only used it a select number of times on.
I think I have, but Envy, do you remember?
I think there was at one point where you purposefully sent a message to all of us individually. It was like the same message, so I think we've seen
all
this.
Encountered it.
Shay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just good to know. So you recognize what it is. Like, you recognize that Shay is trying to communicate with you without speaking.
And then I maybe would like look at him real quick, but then back to, and she's not really showing, you know, she's trying to walk to with dignity.
I've stayed pretty close to Vesta. I am Vesta.
Touche.
Touche.
Touche. I've stayed pretty close to her. Did I hear her snicker?
Let's have, you know, I feel like if we're going all in or nothing, so let's have everyone in the group make perception checks. Thanks for letting me finish. You were ready.
25.
Yeah.
No, 23.
16.
18.
7.
Oh shit.
Everyone but Envy.
Well, that's
A damn shame.
But, well, you know, we'll say that
the person who didn't see
that's
it.
fine. Yeah, the person that didn't
Guess
see
who
it.
she messaged?
Oh, that was what that was for?
Yeah.
I'm all the way confused.
Yes.
Like, what are you talking about? Puppies?
Oh, she's like some puppets.
Oh, she's getting ready for round 2. Okay.
All right, Sylvester, you did hear the snicker.
Okay. I'm just gonna look over at Shay and kind of nudge her with my elbow and just give her a look. The fuck?
Okay, if you nudge her, Shay will just be like, "Wasn't me," and keep walking.
How close am I to?
Y'all are all really close. Y'all are within like 5-10 feet of each other. You're surrounded by Githyanki Guard. Now you're on the bridge. So
Okay.
yeah, so you're close.
And can I ask some clarifying questions? Like, the banners when we walked up to Gorespire were the purple and black representing the Sisters of Shar. And-
Not just the Sisters of Shar.
Okay,
The
thank you.
exact emblem that is the emblem that you were all wearing. So it's kind of that creative, it's that
It's
artistic.
new-ish.
It's new. Oh yeah.
Okay. See, these are the Power.
Tristy was standing with Saba and Baraka, right?
Mm-hmm. Up on Shar's tower. Yeah.
Right. She was in Sisters of Shar attire?
Full uniform and new armor.
Yeah. Okay.
And these banners where they've now been replaced with these colors, symbols, this is where the Night's Watch banners used to be?
No,
What
so
used to be in, like...
on the Shar's tower, they had their own emblem. of like I believe it's like a moon, but instead of being any like kind of the normal orientations you see it's flipped up, and then like there's 2 daggers that are like curved dagger blades that cross down below it.
Okay, but I'm saying because you said they're around the city too, not just the tower.
Right, but I think I remember saying that the ones around the city are more crudely drawn, and they're not in the purple. They're not in the purple and blacks of Shar's Tower.
But
They're
you
just
had said that
I just want to know
flags had been replaced.
That was on Shar's Tower. So the flags and banners that were on the tower have been replaced with a new one. But around town, this was like people hanging cloths and,
Okay,
you
so
know, paint on a wooden, pallet or
the
something.
Sisters Tower banner replaced. Okay, and then the ones. So, would you say that the ones around the city, crudely drawn or not, replaced what?
They didn't really. They're just They just popped
They're just
up.
new.
They're just new. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Because
no
I'm
problem.
just trying to like formulate as we walk up to this moment what's kind of going on. Okay. The Sisters Tower been replaced by.
Anyone else doing anything as you are making your way towards Enron's keep?
Has there been a rest since the last fight?
Short rest, yes, but not long rest.
Vesta is going to just casually, while her hand is at her side, spin her ring around and cause it to go invisible.
The ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we almost there?
Yeah, I'd say unless you guys want to do anything, that's the next.
Shay's just gonna like to the group, kind of like, under her breath, but like to all of us. Did we lose Envy? Hold on, that's not what she says.
I'm sure I'll be right back.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Just, I don't know what's gonna happen in there. Sorry I dragged you guys into this. Before we go in.
She wants to pat her on the shoulder. Vesta just,
I thought Vesta was patting me on the shoulder.
No.
What
Vesta's
a
not
tease.
interested in.
Okay, so Shay just told, before we walk in, Envy, Shay just told everyone that she's sorry she dragged you guys all into this as you're walking up.
All right, so we're gonna say you make it to the front entrance to the keep, and the detail stops, kind of forcing you all to stop with them. And sure enough, standing right there, entrance to the keep, is Raishal Havish.
Of course.
And Vesta, you especially, but all of you notice there is a new splash of color on Raishal's armor and uniform. This dragon skull pauldron off of one shoulder, red, kind of welded in and clasped onto his chest piece from before. So he's got the Githyanki warrior nobility chest piece, but now this red and dark red and black accented pauldron that covers one shoulder.
A pauldron? Will you explain to me what that
It's
is?
a shoulder piece. I don't know if that's right. Pauldrons.
It's
I think
the chunky metal
the chunky.
piece that
Yeah,
gets-
that's at least World of
Yeah,
Warcraft.
this-
Oh, the single one? Okay.
Yeah, just
red
one.
And black,
Yeah.
Red and black dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Pauldron.
Dragon head pauldron.
Dragon head. Thank you.
Yeah, shiny metal though. It doesn't look natural. It looks crafty.
That's cute.
The lead guard goes up, and for a quick second, you guys are standing there as the guard is full whispering to Raishal.
Can I have perception check to see if we
You can
hear
try.
what they're saying?
You can try. Yeah.
Okay.
Reading lips doesn't really do anything. He's trying to whisper and be quiet, but you can try.
Okay. Perception?
Mm-hmm.
6. I ain't hearing shit.
You are not. Anyone else trying?
Well, I was responding to a chat question. I'm sorry. What was?
It's okay. Are you trying to listen in on whatever this guard is saying?
I would be like as perceptive of anything
Go ahead
and
and
everything.
Yeah,
as
go
we
ahead
walk
and
out.
roll a perception.
Thank you. Ooh, not bad. That is a 22.
All right. Yeah, I'll say you do catch a few things.
21.
21. Who is that? Sorry, I was
Calliope.
Calliope. Yeah. You guys hear little snippets just as he's whispering. He has there's certain words that are harder articulations, and you kind of hear you hear him say something about crowds. You hear him say something about sisters. You hear him say Watcher's Quarter. Sorry. Yeah, Watcher's Quarter. And that's really all you catch. Just little tidbits. It's hard. He's whispering. He's trying to keep it secret, but you see the order of those things. That was the right order of things. As he was talking, it was kind of that order of things. And Raishal looks at you and says, General Slod is waiting to speak to you guys. Sorry, no, he doesn't. Sorry. General Slod would like to speak to you. Will you join me in my father's office?
Of course, lead the way, Rachel.
All right.
Where is your father?
He turns and starts walking. Do you guys follow?
Yeah.
I feel like we got a choice. We're kind of being escorted by guards, but yeah.
No, the guards are the guards are staying there. It's just Raishal now.
Okay.
Yeah, you're following Raishal. But as he hears you following, he says, "My father is still out on his little expedition, trying to bring retribution to those deep dwarves."
Oh.
You are walking through that kind of grand foyer into that large dining room. Then he goes towards the right, the way you went to Havish's office from the dining room that one time.
Yeah.
And sure enough, the door's open, and he kind of holds the door open and motions
While
for you
we're
guys to go
walking,
in.
sorry, before we step inside,
Mhm.
while we're walking, Vesta, nice new pauldron. Where'd you get it?
He says, "It's one of the perks of my new post."
Gifted
Sorry.
to you?
Of course. Sorry,
or you made
didn't,
it yourself? Gifted or commissioned by yourself?
He kind of... We'll say that you're saying this as you're entering the dining room, not quite up to the door to the office. He stops, and he chuckles a bit and says, "I'm sorry, your post didn't last long enough that you got gifted anything."
Oh, that's cute. I
And
don't
keeps
need
walking.
anything from dragons, but some of us need physical armaments more than others.
And as he goes to the door to motion you through, he looks you directly in the eye and says, "Well, some of us aren't so lucky to be turning down gifts from a dragon."
Can I insight check him just to see how annoyed he is with me?
Yeah, go ahead.
And see if he's telling the truth about this being a gift from Nashara?
Nasara. Mm-hmm.
Insight. 16.
As you read his stature now, you guys have been around him when he's been frustrated quite a bit.
Mhm.
Frustration you'd recognize in the blink of an eye.
He's got swag.
There's a little bit of swag now, a little rizz. Yep, he
Yeah.
definitely is feeling high on himself, and he's
Self-assured.
a little bit. Yep.
Good to know. Okay.
Can somebody remind us? I know some of you aren't wearing the emblem anymore.
I'm not.
I can't remember if Shay was still wearing it or not.
I believe you were. Yeah, you
Why
never
would
took
you
yours off.
not be?
Yeah, I never took. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's only Vesta and Envy that don't have theirs.
I don't know about Calliope. I think she does.
That's what I. Yeah.
Calliope still has hers. Are you?
And I don't
And
know
you're
about
still
Lupin.
wearing it, I think. And Lupin, you still have yours,
I still technically have mine.
but you took it off.
No, I have it.
Oh, okay. You said technically as if there was some.
Yeah. Like.
I mean, I probably would have after this speech, but I never did it. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Technically, I still have all of my ribs, but 2 of them are in a container in my closet. So
Okay.
that's a story for a different time.
Yeah. Okay. Woo.
Is this like real life?
Yes. Yeah.
Different time.
Absolutely intrigued.
So he's motioning you guys through. Do you enter the office?
Yes, but Vesta's not going first.
That's fine. Who's going
Calliope.
first? Shay, you were in the lead because you kind of.
Shay will be, after listening to Raishal and Vesta's little back and forth, will curiously look at her friends, because this is Jennifer Slod, not Havish. and
Uh-huh.
walk in.
Sorry, I have to go get socks. It's really cold in here.
Calliope will enter
Is cold.
close to Shay, because Calliope is typically in the lead too.
Okay. So unless someone else says something, I'm assuming everyone goes in. Right. As he closes the door behind him, he says, "He'll be right with you." That was a weird accent. I don't know. It was like the tone was right, but I was doing something with it. He'll be right with you. And the door clicks, and for the moment, you find yourselves alone in the office.
Oh.
Wait, Calliope's gonna turn to Shay and say, "What wasn't you?"
Sorry, you're a little quiet, Cherie. What was that?
What wasn't you?
What was it, me?
Yeah, when you're walking up, you like.
Something happened back there. Like, somebody tried to get in my head and make me... I don't know, somebody tried to take control. I don't know what happened.
Is this a regular occurrence of yours?
Tempted to say yes, but no. Usually it's all me.
Oh, that's why you. I got the image of
Yeah.
the strings.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just, something tried to make me behave a certain way.
How?
Yeah, it really hurt. It gave me, like, a total migraine. Like, a lot of pain, but...
What did they try and make you do?
Sorry, Cherie, you're so quiet, hun.
What did they try and make you do?
Feel really good back there when everyone was, basically screaming at us walking through the crowd. Wanted me to be really amused by it? Happy about it? But the crowd right outside the keep, not early on. When they were booing me, essentially. I don't know what it was.
Was it like a friendly thing to make you feel better about the fact they were booing, or malicious and like to try and inspire you to get more of that?
I don't know what it was, but I don't think anybody would try and control me for any reason that's good.
That's
And it hasn't happened before. So, and if we were walking through a crowd, it could have been anybody.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, it seems you're fine now.
But
What
what
are
the
we gonna
hell?
fucking do here?
Yeah, I thought Havish was still here. Like, I didn't know that. Anybody else surprised about that?
I mean, to be perfectly honest, he doesn't really keep us in tow with his schedule.
Just.
We did know. We did know that he was going up to go hunt the perpetrators of this attack, but
Right.
I guess I assumed that he'd be back by now if we're getting hauled into his office.
Lupin. I think your friend Tristy spilled the beans about Fenric.
I mean, to be fair, we gave the beans to her on a silver platter.
Did.
I'm just saying. She totally.
Are we-
Yeah, I think we have learned that maybe we don't share information that we didn't want public in the first place with people that I don't know. I don't know how to define your relationship, but maybe we just don't share information that we didn't want shared.
Yeah,
Don't agree with me because you did it too.
That's why I'm agreeing with you, okay?
I mean,
I'm agreeing with you because this is a moment of being humble, okay? Okay? I agree.
Okay, thank you. Here's your pie.
I actually have to disagree with you, Vesta. I don't believe we have learned anything since Shay's ballad or from Tristy. I mean, not to say that Tristy turned us in, but we should not be trusting people with any type of information, and we
That's
seem
what I'm
to
saying.
keep giving it out.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that's what we've learned from this situation, alright,
Oh,
Lupin?
yes.
And
Now.
yeah.
Fooled me twice.
Just because you've been, I don't know, dating or fucking or whatever with Tristy does not mean you have to share information.
I completely thought you were going to say Buck, and I was going to have to take you out of this room.
Honestly, I mean, his name does rhyme with. Just saying.
Things, yes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, but you guys, the sisters, you guys see what was like plastered all over those banners, all over the whole city and the tower?
Yeah, you've made a mistake.
Calliope is gonna like look around in the room. Is there any chance anyone is listening to our conversation?
Give me a. You look around. I'd say give me a perception check.
Got olive marinated. Okay.
Your dice are sticky? Is that what you're saying?
No, I just dropped my other dice. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Ooh, nice.
I dropped my other dice into my olive bowl.
I did hear olive. I was like,
Now it's marinated dice. Die.
All right. You look around. I mean, what you see is, this is Lord Havish's office. There are a lot of items in here that are ornamental for ornamental's sake, right? Like there's like weird plates mounted to the wall. There's several different weapons, like large swords. There's one like sword that it's not proportional. It's like super long, way longer than anyone would ever wield ever, but it's not like huge. It's normal like size as far as the hilt and the blade and everything. It's just long. It's just ridiculous, but it looks kind of cool.
Would you say that it is a long sword?
You bastard sword. No. It's
Not a
definitely
bastard
beyond.
sword.
It's definitely beyond a long sword. Yeah, because bastard swords don't exist in 5e. I don't know if y'all remember. Bastard sword was the best weapons in 3rd edition, I think, or 3.5.
Because it was a
even.
1d10.
3.5.
It was 1d10 one-handed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like the Dwarven War Axe.
Question on placement. This is the same office that we were in before the banquet battle.
Yep,
Right?
exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
So it would be like weird if anybody essentially was in here besides us right now.
You would think so, yeah.
Or anything was transmitting what we were saying to someone outside of where we are.
Are you saying this out loud?
I'm asking you as the DM, as part of my perception.
Your
check.
perception is very good, but what is your intelligence score just out of general? Because like I feel like Calliope is overwhelmed with fancy. Like,
Yeah.
There's just like there's a lot to take in.
12 is my passive intelligence.
So like you're looking, but it's really hard for you to notice like categorize things. Everything looks so fancy and shiny, and a lot of these styles of these things are otherworldly. There's sculptures of beasts that you've never seen or imagined before. There's like porcelain, like instead of being like a little porcelain elephant set that someone would put in their office, like a mother elephant leading baby elephants, it's some weird creature with 6 legs and 2 heads and ivory tusks that come out and down and up. It's just like, it's all very different and kind of interesting and hard to see. But as far as like someone listening in, you don't know, there's nothing that you see that would say that.
Okay. Not
Even with that
cultured.
amazing kind of, but it's just like, you know, what would that look like? What would a device look like that, you know, like you don't know enough, like you don't know what you're looking for. And there's plenty of like weird spheres made of weird glasses, you know, like there's plenty of stuff that could, let's put it that way. There's plenty of things that could, in your mind, could potentially be. That's a better way to put it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, but they weren't just wearing, like that was our symbol, you guys. That was not just the tower, like that was ours. And tell me if I'm wrong, but the sisters have it all over their tower now?
I think it was their symbol and we just used it. And then
They had their own symbol though. This was our class. This was our group's.
I fear we become a symbol of repression.
No. I think you got it all wrong. I think it's the opposite. I mean, they were chanting our name when we walked in. They had signs with our emblem on it.
No, there's always a crew that feels like the oppressor is doing them a favor.
I'm so confused. You're calling us the oppressors?
I mean, we got this notoriety after going out and fighting for someone else, no? I'm just hesitant to say it's necessarily a good thing.
I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm saying they adopted our symbol. That says there's a lot of people out there who I think are on our side. Or
And
think
what
they
side is that?
Whose side are we on?
Right. That's
That's a question for us. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying there was hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people out there that are in support
Cool.
of whatever they think.
So write another
represent.
poem and go perform it, and then you can get hundreds and thousands of people to cheer for you again. I think the main concern is what are these people supporting? They don't know what they're supporting because we don't know what we're supporting.
Well, I know it's not Havish. And I know it's not holding back medicine from people that are sick. It's against the lies and the oppression. That's what we don't support. Calliope.
Absolutely.
Opposite of that.
We don't have the information yet to be of any use, so this has all started prematurely.
Yes.
we're actually doing them a disservice.
The
We
other
have an
issue is
entire city with that much passion, but nowhere to direct it. I mean, if people start doing things in our name, as you say, and get themselves hurt, we're the ones to blame for that.
Do we step up then?
Step up for what exactly, Shay?
Help them out. They're getting taken advantage of.
How do we help them if we don't have the information? The smart thing to do would have been to work with Havish and get the information from him so that then we could go to these people and use that information to assist them. Right now, we have no information. We tell them, oh yeah, there's a cure.
Because we're still figuring it out.
But Havish has
Right.
the information, so if we get him on
Do
our
you
side...
think Havish was gonna give it to us?
I think he's stupid. I think you can trick any man into giving you information if you try.
I don't think he's that stupid. I think that's why he's in power, and that's why this component wasn't being given out. I don't think he's stupid at all.
Unless he is also a puppet, being puppeted.
That's definitely a possibility.
Colin, I have to send you... Oh, hello, Tabletop
Hello,
Misfits.
Raiders. Yep, welcome.
I have to send you a DM because I have to ask you something about how something works.
Okay, on Discord? Yeah, Discord is easy.
But we really should talk more about this, but I don't know if in here is safe.
I agree.
I mean, no place is safe, right? I mean, we're built on Havish's name. Where we sleep at night is provided by him. What lines our pockets is provided by him.
I mean, we're technically in the employ of him. Yes, so
We
Currently, I'm really starting to think that that might not be the case.
I thought we were walking in and he was gonna fire us. I didn't even realize he was out of town. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
I'm going to give you some information. Don't make me regret it.
Are you sure you want to do it here?
I think that it's important to know.
Okay.
Lord Havish's son is stupid. And stupid men make stupid decisions. I am really out of frame. I have a hard time believing that Havish's son did not go and talk to dragons and decide that he could do this on his own. And that he could not usurp his father while dwarves are in city. While Havish goes off on wild goose chase after people who attacked the city. I'm not convinced. So we might be in hotter water than we thought. This might be Raishal coming in to offer us a job to work for him instead of his father.
Definitely not Raishal, because Raishal brought us into this office. We'll see what General Slot has to say, but I don't think Raishal's in charge.
You can't be in charge without a general.
But he's not the one sitting down and having a meeting with us. He's not even accompanying us in this meeting.
But do we even know who's calling the shots that we're pulling?
No, but I don't think it's Raishal yet.
Thank you for the Prime subscription, Torp777. That is 60 subscribers. I mean, I think we might have a giveaway. I wish. I'm gonna send a message. I'm gonna work on this, guys.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch my priority from Quebec's plea for giveaways to this question right here.
But yeah, exclamation mark critical if you
Yes.
want to win something from us before break. Yeah.
I love your mug, Stacks. Your mug is so cute. Show
It's
it
so
off
cute.
to the stream. It's so cute.
Coworker gave it to me. I was like, you know me so well.
It's so good. It's so good.
Was someone waiting for me for anything? Sorry. You're talking about Raishal.
I thought Ashley asked you a message, but
I messaged him. So since I was away, I apologize. We're just waiting in the office until this guy shows up.
Mm-hmm. It's been about 10 minutes right now.
Who is the best at listening?
Listening? I'm a talker. I'm not a listener.
Calliope doesn't talk that much, so maybe.
Listening for...
Hey, Calliope, go sit at the door, and if you hear someone approaching, can you tell us?
Yes.
With that, I'd like to do... I'd actually like to walk around the room real quick and not just like perception, like investigate any clues or signs that we might be being eavesdropped.
Okay.
Does anyone have a random detect? Well,
Yeah, does anyone have a detect magic?
I know, but I'm not that clever. So.
Okay, could you have been ritual casting detect magic in the last 10 minutes? God damn it, Envy.
Wasn't even registered.
It registered when Calliope asked it 10 minutes ago.
17.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Retcon it.
But I could start now.
You're gonna start ritually casting it now.
Detect magic?
Takes a minute or 10 minutes? Tell me.
10. Well,
10.
10 minutes, 6 seconds?
Oh,
How long does it take to cast?
I'm so sorry. I'll be right back.
I'm losing people left and right.
Yeah. So like 10 minutes, 6 seconds.
Okay. So if that's what you'd like to do, you can start right now after 10 minutes has already passed. Anyone else? So Shay has gotten up to look around. Envy has started ritually casting a spell. Anyone else doing anything?
Calliope is listening at the door, trying to make sure that she's got like a little ear to the door, like the whole like little sibling ear hustling thing going on, trying to make sure that nobody comes up.
Okay.
I want to search the room for a secret compartment or like door or anything.
A secret door. So there's two doors in this room, one out to what you would assume is a hallway that's like the entrance to this room, maybe from a different side, and then the other way is out into the dining room.
Yeah.
But you're looking
other
for
doors other than that.
Like the desk is big and impressive. Is there a certain thing you're focusing on, or are you trying to get a general
Are there any
sweep?
bookshelves or anything?
Lots of bookshelves.
So I'll probably go through kind of the bookshelves to make sure they're legit bookshelves first.
All right, so Shay, give me an investigation too. Shay, what was yours again?
17.
Vesta had a plan, but now that this is happening, she's definitely going to go ransack that desk and see if there's anything on it of interest.
Don't be suspicious.
23 investigation.
Okay.
Very nice.
Investigation for you two. Envy and Calliope, you see your three compadres taking to investigation. Calliope, sorry, you're listening through the door.
Yes. I've got a job, and I'm doing it.
21.
Okay, Envy, what are you doing?
Just muttering the incantations for detect magic.
Gotcha. So you're focusing on your ritual cast. So let's start with Shay on looking for... Tell me again one more time what exactly you're focusing on.
I was investigating anything that would give me a clue that, we're not, this conversation is not private.
Yeah, so you kind of saw Calliope looking around too, and so, you first kind of go over to some, it's like you kind of pick out some things that she was interested in, as well as, there were definitely different things that piqued your interest. You know, there were definitely, book sets on the bookshelf that seemed to have a finer and more exquisite like catalog or more like complete sets of books that seemed uniform and kind of exquisite. And some of these weapons having very, very meticulous runes across them that seem language that you haven't seen really before. And you find it odd, like, there's a lot of practical stuff here. But occasionally, not many, occasionally there's little knickknacks. Like little... Decor, yeah, but like, everything else is so functional. The books, the weapons, it's very much man cave, like functional. I'm not trying to spark any gender debate. But just like, you could imagine, like, there's a lot of stuff you could imagine Havish going around and using. Books, weapons, like...
Utilitarian.
But then there's things that are like, there's sets of like weird spheres of glass that are mounted that are kind of form this weird swirl pattern as the spheres get smaller. There's like I said, those animals, like those ceramic little animal things. Just some interesting things that pique your interest, but nothing with your experience, nothing that's glyphed that you can really tell, like actively glyphed. Lupin, you're looking on bookshelves, so you kind of cross paths with Shay at time as she's kind of looking at some of these. You'll kind of bump a little bit at times as you're spanning this bookshelf. You see a lot of the knickknacks and books and even some weapons are displayed on these bookshelves. They're just kind of like this sprawl of, several shelves of books and then a shelf with like little mounted knickknacks and then, weapons. 23 was yours?
Yes.
Yeah. You get to, like, you kind of see your attention on these knickknacks and those spheres that decrease in size. As you're looking over them, you catch, like, whereas all of them have a very static, like, shimmer to them, towards the bottom, one of the smaller spheres, there's a little bit more going on there. There seems to be, like, if you stare close enough at this glass, there seems to be a little bit of motion to it, like a little... energy.
Like in the sphere? Like something's swirling inside of it?
In or even around it, like right on the edge of the glass of this dark sphere, there seems to be some kind of flowing energy.
Can I take a closer look at that specifically, I guess?
Yeah,
Like,
we'll come back to you, though. I'm going to go to Vesta.
Sure.
Vesta, you're looking through the desk. As you start with, like, the main drawers, you find that there's like utensils, there's quills, there's ink, there's kind of these clasps for organizing papers. And then the next one you go over, there's like a blade that's meant for opening letters, like a letter opener. There's envelopes, there's his insignia, there's wax, there's tools. And then you start to go lower in the shelves and where like you feel like there'd be more personalized like stuff, you find that there's like very much it's almost like manuals, like these weird manuals that are very uniform on like the expansion of Gith. Like, not, it doesn't say this, but it's basically like how to set up an expansion colony. Like there's several manuals that are very much like government, Gith government kind of issue, like these are your resources going forth. But after just a couple minutes, you kind of realize that there's not a lot of personalized information in this desk.
Is it Lord Havish's symbol or is it like the house's symbol?
There's both in the desk.
Are there multiple?
Yes.
I'm going to take one of each and a thing of wax and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
And are the manuals? Oh God, pet cats. Are the manuals from the Gith to whomever sits at this desk, aka Havish, or is it by Havish?
It's not by Havish, no.
Okay, it's like okay, so it can be assumed that these were given by the Gith to Havish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lupin, as you get closer to this orb, and really inspect it, I mean, there's definitely something odd about it. There's an energy that you now, once you've seen it, you can see it, but definitely like you can tell like it's very obscure. It's very hard to notice.
How long has Envy been in his
Just
trance
about, I'm gonna say
or-
like 2 minutes right now.
I would call over probably if Shay and Vesta are done. Because I know that they are more arcane knowledgeable than I. to
Vesta
get the
wouldn't be
thing
done
on-
quite yet, but that's maybe where
Okay.
we'll kind of join back. So Vesta's
Okay.
searching around you. Shay, y'all are all at this 2 minute mark unless you need to do something immediately. Shay, you said, let's see what you were gonna say.
No, it was real quick. It was just to say, would Shay have perceived Vesta taking the stuff?
Vesta's not trying to hide it.
Okay, cool. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
She's highway robbing.
Cool. She just, yeah.
I'm gonna flip through one of these manuals.
Okay. As
Does
you're
it-
doing that, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, as you're doing that, Calliope, you start to hear the approaching heavy footfalls of an armored, seems like armor, like metal clang on stone, approaching. the door.
Calliope's gonna look at everyone and go,
I'm being dumb and take the thing.
Yes, I was gonna.
Yes.
Yes, put it in your pocket.
Does anyone have a bag of holding?
I have a bag of holding.
Hey.
Vesta's gonna grab Lupin and shove one of the manuals in his bag of holding.
Okay.
And then put the desk back the way that she found it.
And Shay is gonna, we all scramble to get back into position, is gonna start like just literally doing a little do and like pretending to sing in place.
Before I do that, are the manuals, are they like numbered? Is it clear that there's a chronological order? So if I take one, it's gonna be clear that one's, okay, never mind. Then I'm not that dumb.
Yeah, it's definitely an organized series. Yeah.
And they're in like a binder. Okay, I'm just gonna take a handful of pages out of one.
Okay. It's easy enough that, like, you notice that, like, the first one, the very first manual has, like, notes and pages kind of disconnected. Like, it looks read through. But the later ones, they look a little bit more pristine. Like, maybe not as much.
I'm having flipped through them. Can I try and grab pages from what seems like we're more close to like our current placement, like ones that have already been read and there's notes, so that we can like get history instead of trying to like predict what's going to happen in the future?
Sure. For shits, give me a... Man, what am I gonna do here?
ugh,
I don't know.
that makes me all
For
sorts
what?
of
For,
nervous.
do you
Give-
need help?
No.
Like what?
Give me...
Yeah, we'll tell you
an
what to do.
Just give me
Do it.
another investigation roll. You rolled a 21 before.
Yeah.
16.
16. All right. You grab a couple pages and you shove it into the bag of holding and clamber back to arrange the desk to look relatively
So do I
undisturbed.
Should I take the orb and not be like, am I okay?
You seem to be okay.
Interesting.
Everybody's
Okay,
still in
well.
one
You're
piece.
doing that real obvious thing you do. You like sing when you're just feeling really awkward and you're about to get caught about doing something. Oh, hi! Whoever opens the door.
Well, sure
He's
enough,
nervous.
as you guys take your place, the door opens up and in walks General Yvid Slod. He kind of gives you all a
General?
look over as he enters. When you say general, he gives you like kind of like that very militaristic kind of nod. And he goes to the table and he sits down and he kind of puts his arms up and his hands over his mouth. And he says, "Well, I've been told that you guys got quite a reception coming back into town."
Yes, that was unexpected.
Well, would it surprise you to know that shit like that's been going down for, day and a half now?
Yes, Yes, would.
Well, it does take a little bit of time to paint the banner, so.
Look,
So when did it begin?
oh, we all woke up yesterday to some new fixtures around town.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, the sisters seem a little bit cockier, if you will.
Yeah.
So, because as much as I've tried to gather as much information as I can, and trust me, I've tried, I'm going to let you guys have the chance just to get it all out there.
Get what all out where?
Whatever it is that has caused this revolution among Gorespire. Oh, we didn't hear you there. Were you saying anything?
Who you talking to?
Chelsea. Your
Oh,
camera
I was like, oh, that's a big buzzword. That's all. When you said revolution, I was just like, ooh.
I'm sorry, you think that we caused a revolution over some flags?
Well, people on the street sure seem to think you did.
Well, I mean, people on the street don't seem like they know what's going on, so.
And that's what frustrates me, because I don't know what's going on.
Me
And I've
either.
worked very hard not to be a person on the street.
I don't know what's going on either, and I've worked very hard to be a person here.
Okay. This apparently you're gonna need my guidance in this conversation a little more than I was hoping. But let's start with the symbol. And he points Lupin and Calliope
Shay has hers on.
and Shay. Why don't you just explain to me why a group paid by Lord Havish, under service of Lord Havish, representing Lord Havish, is wearing a Sisters of Shar insignia?
Well, that's an easy one. We didn't know. I saw this cute little class my first day in the city, after doing the trial, which we completed at that tower over there, and we went to market, and I said, God, let's wear something that represents the new team, and for a little team building exercise, I just happened to pick that symbol because it represented where we all met and our achievement of finishing the trial.
Yeah, she was trying to be cute.
I mean,
All right, so I feel like you want to give me a persuasion check because I feel like that was mostly true. Right?
that was mostly
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
That
so
was
Go ahead and give me
Yeah.
that persuasion check.
okay. Chat, inspo and luck to your subscriber. That is. 21. I forgot I'm very persuasive. Even with shitty rolls.
A smile. Hey, Tig gotcha. Tig, luck and inspo
Thanks,
to
Tig.
Shay, I believe, is what's happened there.
Thank you.
Ask and thou shalt receive.
Yes.
The sin bladeth taketh.
Zin, I mean, you can also give it to her. She could have two. But anyway.
Or
Yeah, we know. We know.
Or
we
yes,
usually
yes,
give you-
whoever.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. I'm not really, I can't even see the chat. I'm just, whatever our teammates tell me.
A smile forms across General Slod.
feels sinister in this situation.
Very well. So, maybe we go on to why the lost consider you saviors.
They said we're saviors? I mean, they said we're saviors?
I'm not a savior of anything. Have you met me?
She burns things. She doesn't save shit.
I'd sooner set that part of town on fire than save them.
Okay, I feel like I want to roll there. You can do
Go for it.
what I mean. Yeah, I mean, I know this is spicy, so you choose.
Go for it. Rollies?
I mean, it's his insight.
Oh, okay.
You have to tell me first.
Tell you first what?
What you rolled.
Oh, I have to roll? You said it's his insight, so I didn't roll.
No, it's his insight against your roll, whether it's persuasion or deception. But I need you to tell me which one it is.
Listen, this is gonna come off really terrible, and I apologize. It's definitely persuasion. But I rolled an 11. It's not that she would actively murder people, but she's not anti killing a bunch of people.
Different story for
It's
different.
persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He it's weird. He's still smiling. He's like there's periods of confusion, but he's still like smiling to like this burst of Vesta and Shay saying, no, they think we're saviors. Okay. Man, it's hard kind of working through all the stuff that came through my ears, so I'm trying here. Okay, I have to ask. I mean, what's the deal with the Night Watch? Where's Finric?
Good question. Actually.
Can I ask a question?
I mean,
Since we are having an exchange of information here.
Sure.
Where did Raishal come from? Isn't he supposed to be with the dragons? Why is he here?
He runs missions back and forth from time to time. This is one of his times that he's here. He still has work to do here if he's in town.
Uh-huh. It was a planned visitation?
Yes, it was planned that he would be here around this time.
But he'll be back in time for the council meeting.
Ah, the motorcycle's outside of Chelsea's window.
Sorry. Marty.
Actually, I'm not sure. I think Raishal's going back tomorrow. He's not staying for long. It's usually a business.
Oh, the council meeting isn't here.
Well, no. It's over in Sunrise Yard.
And Raishal's going on Lord Havish's behalf?
Look, the plan is that that Havish will be back in time for the meeting.
Okay. That was my question. I'm sorry.
That's why the meeting's happening.
Where's it again?
Sunrise Yard.
Thank you.
I got my pencil. Sunrise Yard. Council meeting.
Now-
So sorry. Your question was about Fenric. We don't know where Fenric is.
I haven't seen that guy in like a couple days.
I don't think I ever met him, to be honest. I don't think I could pick his face out of a crowd. So your guess is as good as mine. Seems like he left.
Lupin, where? What do you know about that?
I mean, I don't know where he is. I mean, there's someone that's kind of leading them currently, but I think he's just kind of filling in place till Finner gets back.
Okay, well, usually something like this, there's a little bit more ceremony to it. There's a little bit more preparation. There's more notice. So I will.
Has Fenric not gone on a trip out of town? And I mean, he has a pack that does that, right?
Well, yeah, but no, he's been He's been stationed here for quite some time.
I mean, if that is true, I mean, is it that unusual for him? Like, does he always, if he's going on vacation, does he have to tell everyone that he's going on vacation? You know, maybe for like a week, camping somewhere or something?
That
Or some priority mission? I don't know. I tried to join the Night Watch and they didn't take me, so.
Well, I would assume that. Well, I mean, you never know. Maybe that you're right, and they just didn't go through the appropriate channels that someone might go through to let everyone else know that you're skipping town for a while.
Maybe he's doing some really important kind of top secret stuff for the city, and he didn't have time to tell anybody about it. He just had to act, and he's protecting.
You know, I'm just to point out. I mean, you guys are giving me some information, but there's a lot of maybes here. Like,
I don't know the Night's Watch very well.
Here's my question for you. Why are you, the person who's the general, asking us, people who have been here for
A week?
48 hours, if hours are a real thing in this campaign? Time is a soup. Why are you asking us? We've been here barely any time. The only person who's actually lived here is Lupin. Maybe you should just ask Lupin.
Well, because we are literally paying you gold every day to go find out information.
For Havish.
Well, yes,
Havish is not here.
I represent Havish in this instance. By my bloodline, I deserve to know.
By your bloodline.
That's right.
Are you also Havish's child?
Not Havish. My grandfather was Enron, the namesake of this keep, the original founder.
So you should be in charge, not Havish.
His eyes kind of go wide at that. And you see him kind of look away for a second and say, "We're getting off topic here. Look."
Oh, you're so funny. Funny man. We can give you as much information as we have, but we can't tell you things we don't know.
I mean, we still haven't even met some of the people that Havish told us to meet yet. Like, we were trying to make the rounds.
Yes. See, we were trying to find out the information that you are asking us, but then people came in and they attacked, and there were dwarves that had mind control, and then there were these things missing out of their heads, so we went into the forest to go find a person, and it just got very convoluted. We had to find a person for Lupin. It's his girlfriend or something. I don't know.
She's okay.
It's
We didn't find Fenric. We are as stumped as you are on that one at the moment. But
we are
still investigating. Yeah. And all is good. The Night's Watch is taken care of. It's still running smoothly. We know that much.
All right. I'm gonna have more questions. And by the way, Miss Vesta, don't you think I have my sources of information? I've heard one side of this story. Don't you doubt.
One side of what story?
All of this.
Oh, yeah, of course. We don't really know what's going on. She said a poem, and now people want to have a revolution. That's really as much as I understand. You have to remember, I was not here for most of this.
The point is that these events that got divulged were new to us as well. And if we don't know something, and the townspeople find out before we do, well, we end up looking real stupid. Especially when we are paying the group gold, good gold,
Great gold.
to find this information and give it back to us. So, you have 3 days. I was there when those enemies came. I was there when Lord Havish gave you an order.
Would you say that the people of this town are spiritual at all? Because I found that anybody who is not is constantly looking for a person to idolize. So maybe we were just in the right or wrong place at the right or wrong time, because we did not ask anybody to follow us, to support us, or to start a revolution on our behalf. Maybe they needed somebody to feel connected to, which is not on us.
It's not on you. In fact, I don't fault you guys for that at all. It's great.
It doesn't feel like that.
But
It feels like we're being blamed.
it shouldn't be against us. It shouldn't be us against us who are paying you. If you are idolized by the people, then help us help the people.
Again, I just want to put out there, I didn't know that this symbol represented the sisters. Just want to put that out there. Should we get a new symbol? Like, should we?
We are good on the symbols.
Well,
James.
Yeah, I'm not wearing any more jewelry.
To be fair, we gave you an appropriate symbol on your cloaks.
Just true. Although it's a little warm for a cloak right now.
Again, his eyes kind of get wide here and he gets a little stern. You have 3 days.
3 days.
If Havish gets back and you don't have anything,
I'm so sorry. We have 3 days to find out what.
Yeah, what?
I was very unconscious at the end of this battle. What did Havish tell us to do?
Who caused that attack
in the
at
meeting.
banquet?
In the council meeting, Lord Havish wishes to formally accuse the misfits for an attempted assassination. It's on you to find the evidence that we can bring to that meeting.
Because the council's in 3 days.
Correct.
I have a question.
Okay.
I was under the understanding that Havish went after people in tunnel. If he goes after people in tunnel and people in tunnel are captured, wouldn't he then have evidence of who attacked him and tried to assassinate him? Wouldn't then our efforts have been for nothing?
It is.
Should we also go into the tunnel and see what's happening? Which tunnel did they go down?
The one at which you the one at which you passed out at.
I didn't pass out at the tunnel. I passed out outside.
Yeah, but the tunnel was outside. The digging machine that came up.
Oh, that right. I forgot that they came out of that tunnel. Sorry. Okay.
My question is, what if there is no evidence that the misfits did this? Then what? Are we going to be penalized for not being able to lead the charge against this group?
No, but you guys will be in charge and trying to explain to Lord Havish why the bodies found on the scene were misfits, but we couldn't find anything else. There has to be something.
Yeah.
A prisoner, someone you can get that knows what those other people were doing. That's all you need. If anyone can be a witness or any material evidence that can convince the other house leaders, that's your task. That's what he asked of you.
Okay. The way you posed it, though, it made me slightly worried that this needs to be at the hand of the misfits in order for us to be off the hook. Is that accurate?
I can't speak to what kind of punishment you would be subject to if you attempted and found nothing. Again, I would highly suggest maybe giving some of the other information that you have to make him happy. That's for damn sure, but...
I guess the question is, do you want us to find the truth, or do you want us to find proof and start a war with the Misfits? Like, if the truth happens to be that they were not under control of their own faculties and they were just used, like, it wouldn't necessarily be their fault, but that doesn't seem like what you want to hear. Or Havish.
Yeah, that question really makes him think for a second. Like, you can see that he's really contemplating what you're saying, really trying to formulate an answer. And he says, do your job. If you go look and you can't find anything, well, that's our problem. Lord Havish hasn't talked about making a move like this. This is a big move, so if we don't have it, we're not going to do it. But it's more about disappointing. He wants it now.
Why?
Because when High Lord Pobalt Janarin goes back home and talks about the assault on Inran's Keep while he's here, if Havish doesn't come back with retribution immediately, well, that's going to look bad on him. So, he needs this from you guys. And if you look exhaustively, you can't find anything, well then we'll have to, obviously it's bigger and we have to find more, but that's his plan. He has no desire to keep it a secret from you or me or any of the Gith here. Like, he thinks he will have the evidence. He thinks he has the right. He thinks he's on the right side of this.
Do you think we are? Do you think that that's the right side of it? Yourself, General.
Okay. You see his eyes kind of go wide. Remind me again who talked with Slod at the body after the attack. Was that you, Lupin?
Maybe? I think? I mean, I was by the body.
I want to say it was either Lupin or Vesta.
Did you talk to Slod, Vesta?
In the Great Hall?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he looks at you kind of wide eyes and gives you this like, just kind of a silent no. Now, it's best that you focus on your task at hand.
Yes.
Unless there's anything else.
General, since we have you here presently, it's come to our attention that a lot of things, while the other house members are being very generous with welcoming us, in the terms of Fenric leaving, is there any sway you have to allow Buck to essentially hold the title that Fenric does so that he can attend the meeting in a few days' time so that we don't have to worry about the Night Watch not having access or trying to figure out how to also fill in the Night Watch on the back end?
Don't worry yourself with that. They've gone through the formal channels now, and Buck will be recognized as the head of their house. We didn't know anything about Fenric's departure. I feel comfortable reporting back to Lord Havish that perhaps it's a mystery to everyone, and perhaps he'll be back.
And I think the last thing, unless someone else has something else to say, within the day and a half's time of all of this manifesting, is there any advice or warnings you should privy us to so that we don't blindly go making things worse, or...
I don't think I really have to say it, the fact that the Sisters of Shar are loving every second of this. They see you guys now as power, a tool for power, for placement, for loyalty. That needs to not go any further. Now, you can be friendly with them. You could be accommodating. You can represent the Gith who you are representing. But having people around town feel that you favor them over us, that needs to go a better direction.
Interesting.
Now,
We kind of got ahead. I just wanted to actually do an insight check when Shay asked that question a while ago.
okay, thanks Torp for the Prime subscription. Thanks a lot. Welcome in. So what's the inside check for when he said
The insight check when she asked him if that's what he thought they should do and if they were in the right direction.
So when he reacted towards Vesta?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make it in. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, 15.
Mhm.
No, that was... Sorry, no, more than that. That was a... Shit, I don't know. I'm just gonna make it a... Let's just call it 14, 15. Fuck. I don't even know what I rolled. Because I looked at the wrong one and then my dice got messed up. So it's in the low teens, I think.
Okay, it's okay.
17.
He's definitely, like, when he shifted his attention towards Vesta, he wasn't being subtle. He was kind of over-exaggerating. Yeah, he wasn't being subtle. He was over-exaggerating kind of the big eyes to get her attention, and then the no. But you notice, like, the intent of him continuing to talk in kind of like a stern voice to say, now, if you don't have any other questions, perhaps you should be on your way. Yeah, so yeah.
Got it.
Then
Yep. I think
where
we
to
got it.
next?
Well, if you come across any more information, Swinda is a great liaison for you guys. You let her know, and she will pass it on to me, or feel free to maybe tell me some shit every once in a while. That'd be great.
Do we have that access?
You have that
Like,
access
if we just
to him?
go past the guards and say that we're going to go talk to you, General, are the guards going to, like, question us, or...
Well, no,
ask what it is?
you let the guards know that you want to speak to me, and I'll come meet you in your comfort. Good day, and
all the things that's happened, I imagine since Lord Havish has been away, he is going to be very surprised when he returns back to Gorespire.
I will inform the Lord about your report, and I'm sure your answers here will comfort him to some degree. All right. I do have more to get back to. And as you guys leave the office, he shuts the door behind him, and you find yourself in the grand hall, eating, dining room kind of area. And we'll go ahead and take our break right here.
Break time.
Don't forget
Timing.
exclamation critical to enter our giveaway that we'll be doing as soon as we come back from break. We need 10 minutes 10 minutes only, folks, to grab drinks. Maybe Chelsea might breathe a little bit. And then we will be right back. All right, guys.
I told you, no existential crises here.
That time is a soup. It's all circular, right? We're back to this idea that time.
Yes,
is
time is a soup.
Let's.
The smile tells me I'm great. Tells you I'm great.
Let's do the giveaway, right? Winning.
Yes.
Winning.
Giveaway.
What?
Is this still Griffin Co. thing, or is it? Usually it's first as Griffin Co. thing, unless they ran out. But
Guys, what the hell? When I disconnected it, stopped it.
Colin.
I don't know. It had no users, and then I refreshed it, and now it definitely has no users.
Oh, yeah. You
Well,
can't
I'm gonna
refresh it.
scroll through the chat. And
So
pick one
everybody
by-
else.
I'm gonna just scroll through the chat and then
Yes.
pick the first one that I see. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
They cast invisibility. Nope, one there. Sorry. No one there. Oh shit, I just see 4 at a time.
Yeah, we know. It's me, G-Dubs. This is today. We really are embracing the chaos today.
But hey, I didn't have to murder.
can you just give
anyone.
2 giveaways at the end of this session?
Yeah, well, I think it's about to be a you get a car and you get a car and everybody gets a car.
Well, we have Zenblade, Nordic Geek, Existential Nerd, and Storytime with Tig. So I think we just give it to all 4 of them and call it a day.
Do that.
This sounds like a good idea.
Should we just have everyone re-enter?
Redo it now and then we'll do the
Re-enter.
drawings. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But everyone enter now.
Hashtag
Do it now.
exclamation critical, not a hashtag.
Oh, we
Exclamation
sound echoey again.
I know. It never went away. It's just G-Dubs wasn't here for the first part.
G-Dubs is no.
We're doing.
G-Dubs, if you disagree, you can charge
Not gonna
Colin.
happen. Take it back.
Colin made the mistake. He can pay for it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's the second time you've tried to throw me under the bus today. Anyway,
They throw you
let's
under the bus.
let's take this spotlight off of me for a second
Put it on Shay.
and remind everyone that you guys just stepped out of General Lord Havish's office.
Do we need to do our giveaway for the subs, though?
Yes, we have 2 of them
So we're gonna have 3 giveaways.
before the last giveaway.
Okay. So we're going to have 4 giveaways at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody tell their friends, come in.
Yeah.
People are coming in.
Exclamation.
Yeah, I'll do one right now. I've got a few. Look, why don't we can tackle
Do
one,
it.
right
Friends.
now. So we're just gonna do one right now.
Right now.
Tell
Right
your
now.
kids. Tell your
It's
wife.
Tig. Tig's a Tig. Tig.
Uncle
He's a
Tig.
staple.
Here.
He's a staple of
Uncle
Tigality.
Tig.
All right, let's go.
The only Tig.
You guys
In
are
our-
alone. You're alone
I
in
ain't
the
taking
Grand
with
Hall.
this.
What are you doing?
We need
Shay
to
is
rest.
going to start walking towards their room.
Yes.
Also, I forgot to mention before the conversation started, but somewhere in the midst of it, the detect magic would have went off.
Yes.
exactly.
I
I'm
wanna-
sorry, because I would have assumed you stopped casting it when he came. You said you guys were
Oh.
were you really concentrating on it through the whole
Yeah, that's why I
meeting?
wasn't saying anything. I was like, it's been about 10 minutes. Oh, I thought you froze, Colin. Don't do that.
I mean, in my brain, you froze my brain there for a second. I don't do this. The meeting didn't even last. It lasted 10 minutes, didn't it?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was watching the
Talked
clock.
about a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
that was
gems.
like a 20-minute meeting, my friend.
Yeah.
I really
Have you
feel like there's
met
some
Vesta?
deep mechanical questions here, but I'm gonna go with it because I feel like for flavor. Basically, what happened is like you chose the bottom of the chair as your room placement for the ritual. And so, like, as the conversations go, you were just tracing the bottom of the chair with your finger, like, slowly forming this large, intricate rune. And then finally, after the 10-minute ritual, it kind of flares. And, not flares, like, it doesn't seem to be any visual kind of effect with it, but, your eyes change. Everyone who would look at him would see a change in his eyes. You're not being stealthy about it. In a way, there is I'm not saying the typical magic stuff you see, as well as what's on the back of your neck, but Lupin has a magical item on him now that he didn't have before, spherical in size somewhere on him.
Can you see? Can you?
Did you? He didn't say he put it in the bag of holding.
I thought I did, but...
Did you say you put it in the bag of holding? Okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Can you? You can't identify things inside of the bag of holding, right?
No.
Like
It's in a different plane.
No way.
Yeah, it's in a different plane. Technically, there were like some of the
Kelsey's
weapons were magic.
shameless
Some of the
stealthy.
books were magic. There definitely
Be
were.
real, baby.
There definitely were magic things in the office, just kind of littered along the bookshelf. Some of the weapons, not very. There wasn't any like intense magic. Nothing too strong. But nothing really unexpected. Like every magic aura you see is framed by the physical form of a weapon or a book or something.
And the general didn't have like a magic aura about him or anything that would make it seem like
His armor was
That was-
magic. His
so that
sword was
like the
magic.
real-
He had some
that was
magic
the real
rings.
general.
He had a lot of magic, but no, nothing else. Yeah.
All right.
As we get to our room,
What? Where
She-
is the
we-
banquet hall?
No,
the Great
she
Hall.
started walking, so that was.
I
she's-
started. Yeah, I said sorry. Before you went back to your ritual casting of the detect magic, I said I was headed towards the room. And if you guys are wondering if I get a little like, where's she going? Y'all, it's a new day. I want to go get my 5 gold. I'm going to go pick up my gold for the day. I don't know how many days I have left on this job. So that's 5 gold I want to go claim.
To be fair, you guys were gone a few days. It's probably more than 5 gold.
Oh,
Can you DM tell me how much gold's up in my room?
Well, when you get there, I want to see what everyone else is doing first.
Calliope has chunks of missing from her body, apparently. Yeah, I listened. Holes through her fur because God was angry.
Okay, Okay, you've given me a lot of smack for this. Can I say something though? Oh wait, it wasn't you though. It was me playing you. Never mind. That's really cheap. But never mind. But
Oh, you're gonna take a shot at me?
I
You
did.
were
Yeah, no. But still, like
enraged of
everyone
the
Take a
else.
shot at yourself, Colin.
Everyone else stayed in the aura except Vesta, the only one that stayed alive. That's that's fair.
Okay.
Also, Vesta's the only one that is resistant to fire.
That's also fair.
He did ask us like every round, is this what Calliope would do? And then we'd all like chime in and be like, no, she'd wait. Or like, yeah, that she would roar her ass off
Yeah,
right
you
here.
roared a
you know?
lot.
Like,
You were
it
roaring
was
a lot.
very collaborative.
Cherie
you
will
still got your
stop.
butt kicked, but so did all of us.
Cherie will stop being petty officially starting now.
So Shay
About that
has
situation.
She doesn't judge.
Shay
Shay
has
does not
now
judge.
started walking towards the room after saying she wants to go find her gold. What is
Y'all, I
anyone
wanna
else?
go get my gold.
What is everyone else doing?
Washing that battle off and resting.
So bath. It's middle of the day, so the arsenal that's usually kind of taking care of the baths is around as you enter, and She quickly scurries off and brings in the hot water with the herbs and the good stuff. Seeing your form, there's a lot of eucalyptus. There's a lot of mint. There's a lot of healing herbs.
Mm-hmm.
Like mint would burn on a open wound.
Oh,
I think it's more for the like
the cleansing,
aromatherapy type thing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Calliope's a mother effing beast. She doesn't care about stings.
She just cares about.
These were like this is like a sting by a Bunsen burner.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's concentrated,
Fire.
persistent.
Vesta, once they get back to the room, I guess because we're all going back to the room, she's gonna wait in the like living quarter, like
Common
main
room, yeah.
Thank you, common room. Could not think of the word. Area, and just like patiently wait for Lupin to pull out this ball thing. Just pull out his balls.
I'm sorry, I just heard
Nice.
pull out and
Ball.
balls, and I'm like immediately like, what the heck?
Yeah, you knew as soon as I started saying it, I was gonna have to continue the thought. I apologize to anyone. Please feel free to give me
To everyone, you apologize to everyone.
Wow.
I mean, I would.
So she's
probably
staring at your
go-
crotch.
She is. And
That's where he
cool.
keeps his bag of holding.
Yeah. Yeah, just
That's
real
really
centered
cool.
like a cod piece.
Oh no.
That's the best.
I don't
Bishop.
like that at all. Well, because the way the bag of
Somebody
holding
try,
works.
Please, an endless bag of
Can
holding
you imagine
down.
running around with a
Crotch.
bag of holding right there and like having it?
The bag has no like form. It's just a bag, but like put it right at the zipper, and you have to literally like put your hand in and think about what you want to pull out. Wow,
But it
this
has
is just
a
getting
weight
worse.
limit, right? It has a weight limit. So
The
I
bag?
feel
It
like
does.
yeah.
The inside the bag does, but the
But I feel
outside
like
the
it-
bag is like 5 pounds.
Okay, I'm just getting Mary Poppins visual, like legs spread, hand going down, and like pulling out a long sword.
But also,
Yes,
Colin,
me too,
hey,
me too.
like-
Colin.
It's great.
5 pounds banging against your nether regions while you're running.
It's a lot.
Anyway.
Point still stands.
There's a
I
lot happening there.
can't
but
imagine it would be comfortable.
fair enough. That's fair enough. I mean, wearing
But I
armor
mean, that would
all
be
day
cool if you could
is probably
just-
not very comfortable.
Hey guys, this is theater of the mind. It's all fantasy. It's all in our heads. It doesn't have to be too literal.
Are you
It's
there?
just swinging.
I don't know.
It's just.
Yeah, Chelsea's real present.
Aw,
Your video
That's
is
too
paused
bad.
there a little bit. Okay.
damn.
So Vesta and Lupin. So Lupin, what are you doing?
I would say, I mean, if you have Identify, I guess, are we the only ones in the room? Like, Swinda's not around or anything?
Swinda's
The
not around.
personal
No.
is out of the room.
Okay.
It's just you guys.
Okay. Then yeah, I will take the orb out of my bag of holding and like, hey, I found a thing.
I don't have ability to know what that is. Does anyone else?
What is the? I mean, you brazenly cast this spell during the meeting. What is the duration of the ritual form of? Did you hold it? Did you hold these nuts?
Concentration for up to 10 minutes.
Did you hold it?
I mean, yeah.
It was definitely in his hand.
He would have seen them grab stuff, right? So
It would have like appeared out of the. But I guess the first question though is, did you go to the rooms?
That's the other thing. I don't know if I would have followed immediately.
There we go. That's a good question. So
Did you go to find Buck?
I feel like we gotta like gauge the crowd if people are still outside of the keep as they were before we got sheltered in. Like, is it safe to go outside?
I want to have a conversation before we go outside.
but this
Is
is
there a way
Envy
of-
choosing
To
because
take a
you are,
peek, like out the window or something.
so you want to go look outside. I'm just getting like kind of the next.
Yeah,
couple
like not
minute,
go outside, but
view.
like look outside.
So Envy goes not quite to the rooms. So there'll be a little bit of time where you guys can interact, but without Envy in the room. Calliope, what about you?
The Calliope's taking that eucalyptus and
That's
lavender
right.
back.
You're right. Sorry.
Mhm.
So Shay, you're back in the room, but did you go in? Did you stay in the common room or did you go into your own room? Okay.
I went to the common room, and or wherever I would have gotten my gold. And DM, how much gold shall I add to my inventory?
I guess
How
that
many
would
days
just
was
be-
it?
Technically, you guys left. Yeah, I think 2, because you left early in the morning. No, you left at night. So you would have been paid in the morning for that day. Or is it usually at night that it's there? Sorry, it's at night. That's always like on your pillow at night. So it'd actually be 3 days. 3 days, 15 gold.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I have to question.
What did?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Is there somebody that works at the keep where we're staying that is like a massage therapist?
You have not encountered one yet.
Okay, whoever makes the bath.
But
Calliope.
yeah,
Who is it that's making my bath? Or
it's
the
a
bath this time?
Ursinal woman, and her name is Helena.
Oh, Helena, I know her. Helena, is there anyone who is gifted with healing and massage therapy that I could pay to come tend to my wounds and help me?
Well, I made this herbal concoction here. I can probably take a shot at rubbing out some of the pain.
Okay, well, when I'm done with my bath, and I will be calling on you to help me. Thank you.
Milady, just lean forward. I don't know where that voice came from, but there it is. Lean forward. And you feel like this press of huge bear claw hands
Oh, Calliope
against
is
your
all.
back.
You told me to bend over, and then I get bear claw hands. I'm into it. Calliope bends over, leans forward.
Leans forward. And yeah, you feel like it starts gentle, but with each kind of pet.
Not getting any better, Colin.
I'm just saying, like, this strong bear form, realizing you are a fighter with exquisite muscle structure, starts gentle but quickly transition to more like deep pressure, like really hitting some of those common knot joints in your back and shoulders. And she says, ma'am, what happened to you?
I guess you could just say it occupational hazards.
I saw you before you left.
Well,
It looks mighty painful. Hey, Thief1183, Michael, thanks a lot for the resub. Appreciate you, sir.
Yes, it is quite painful, but well, I'm really appreciating the concoction that you put into this bath, and thank you very much for your help with working the knots out. It's helping. I feel relief already.
Ma'am, perhaps deep breaths and a little concentration. And she, right as she says concentration, she kind of digs into this one spot that, like, you feel that shot of pain, like a huge knot. Just like she found the spot right there. I realize. I'm sorry.
And Calliope kind of like, oh, no, please keep going. This is probably good for me. Thank you.
All right, we're gonna go away from you for a minute. Envy, we'll come to you. As you kind of take a peek outside, the front doors are open but well guarded. There's guard there. You do draw looks, just like, you know, you all like all the guards turn, like, acknowledge you and watch you guys whenever you're moving back and forth throughout the castle. Nothing like ill-intended or anything, just interest, right? And you got, and all of them kind of acknowledge your presence, and you look out, like, kind of into the courtyard, but also then beyond the bridge into the city. And as far as you can tell, the day has resumed. I mean, the market seems pretty busy today, but nothing lingering of any kind of crowd focusing on the keep. The guard seems to be back at relative capacity. You actually see, like, along that big courtyard out front, there are groups of guard sitting and standing and chatting. It seems like maybe several of the escort hasn't had to, like, go back to whatever their regular daily duties are, and they're just kind of hanging out until someone tells them to do something else. But that's the scene you get.
Okay. With nothing alarming kind of being brought to my attention, Envy will like survey the area a bit and then eventually head back into the keep to go back to the common room.
Yeah, we'll say, I mean, longer than 30 seconds or
No more than a minute.
a minute? Yeah. So we'll say we'll give you guys in the room a little bit more time to talk, and then Envy will be coming in shortly. I mean, you don't know that, but that's what we're doing. So Lupin was he took out the orb.
What kind of trinkets did you get in there, you guys?
So I found this when searching the shelves. I have no idea what this is, but it was shiny, so...
So it must be good.
Does it do something?
Don't know. I mean, I felt it was not like the other ones, so something was special here. Maybe, like, I don't know. I'm not magically inclined. At least not this way, so...
I mean, it looks special of some sort, but might be a little bit better to have Envy look at it when he gets back. I think he's a little better at this than I am.
I agree.
What did you...
Vesta can
What?
do it. She just didn't prepare for it today.
Identify? I don't have identify.
I don't have identify. I have detect magic. Wait, I don't think I have to identify. Protect.
We all assume Envy has identified.
Yeah, y'all are assuming
None
he
of
has
us,
That's
identify.
at least what the assumption
None of
is.
us should have identify.
None of us
That's
then
not
have
a...
it.
I
Yeah.
mean, I can
Not today.
attempt to roll and like look at it.
Envy, can you
He's not here.
identify?
Oh.
Can he have it as sorcerer? Yeah, I think so.
No, it's
Yeah.
a wizard spell.
It's a wizard spell, but there are certain domains of cleric that can pick it up, but that's...
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
Domain.
He's
No,
a
I
sorcerer,
can't.
though.
Yeah, sorcerers don't have identify.
Oh.
Okay.
So bard and wizard and...
Artificer.
Mhm.
And I
Unless
just...
I'm wrong.
Okay,
Yeah, you might be
well,
right, I don't know.
just picked new spells out at our level up. Still shit out of luck in this moment. So... she'll attempt to look at it and with just an arcana roll,
Go for it.
see if she can determine anything.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
That's not bad. That is not bad. That is a... Oh, you know what? That was a dirty 20, but I'm gonna use my luck, which is a d6. Right? Yeah, I'm saying it out loud
Your
for like...
inspo?
Yeah, my inspo.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not my luck, it's my inspo. Thank you. God, it's been so long since I've used
I think
this
it's D. I thought chat was D8. What is chat?
It's
Chat
always
loves.
D6.
I mean, you can make it a D8.
You can make it a D8, but it's been a
If it's been a
Inspiration
D6,
from
guys.
The bard is D8.
Gotcha. That's what
Yeah.
it is. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I only rolled a 1, so it's a total of 21 for the Arcana check on the item.
Yes. Okay. You definitely like as he shows it to you, you get that you understand what he means. You notice that kind of movement, this flow of something. It's ethereal. It's not material. It's some energy is slowly kind of rolling, and like it's hard. It's really hard to tell if it's on the outside or the inside. It seems if it's on the outside, it's just along the surface of this, but like he's holding it, and it seems to like disappear under his hand where he's holding it, and you feel like with that kind of roll, it's a good roll. Like this item could either be some kind of like rare artifact, or it could have some even minor enchantment on it, whether it be some kind of rune on the inside of the glass that maybe you can't see, or some enchantment made permanent somehow. That's the difficult part about this object. But what you get with your roll is you realize that that's the range it could be. It could either be some like strong, specially crafted magical kind of artifact, or it could just be a trinket that's enchanted. You don't know the breadth of it.
Magical for sure. Not quite sure what it does though. Might be able to look at it later, but not right now.
If you take magical sphere and you put it back in bag, if magical sphere can hear us, can it still hear us from inside of magical bag?
You asking God?
Ooh,
Yeah, I was wondering who you were asking.
Magical bag.
I mean, I don't know.
I would hope
I mean,
that
I
if
wouldn't
it's in
think
the bag.
so.
Yeah.
Since it's a dimension in its own.
Yeah. Let's put it in the bag. Let's put it in the
Yeah.
bag. Okay, and what did you grab, Vesta? You grabbed like...
If the sphere can hear us, I didn't grab anything.
No, he put it in the bag.
Did he?
In the bag.
He said
Yeah.
he did. Yeah,
He said he did.
Okay, sorry. I looked down immediately at the chat.
And then did Vesta, because I remember listening when it first
About this
happened.
time, let me just say real quick before you finish that. Envy, you're walking in about this point. Okay, go ahead, Shay.
I remember before the whole conversation about which manuscript and or pages of manuscript that she grabbed, that maybe Vesta had grabbed things beyond just paperwork. There was like an emblem
like,
or a seal
wax?
and the wax.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you did.
Okay.
Wait, I don't-
Confirm
You
that.
say, yeah, you're right. You said you didn't make it. You weren't being sneaky about it. That's right.
No, I was not.
So, hey, this was a really good idea because I don't know when we may ever have the opportunity to need it. But your girl is really good at forging documents.
Listen.
Like, it's kind of something I do. So I'm just saying now that
It's almost like I knew that, and that's why I grabbed it.
Do you do it too?
No, you do it. That's why I grabbed it.
I just want to make sure. Okay. But yeah, like, this could come in really handy later. I've been like kind of rusty on this for a little while, but
Yeah.
we need some special official documents later on. Lupin, hold on to this.
Yeah, when we're escaping from the city. Vesta will reach in and pull out the pages that she tore out of the manual and be like, this is what else I grabbed. There were a lot of books that seemed like they were directions on how to make this city bigger. From Gith to the mayor of the town.
Oh, Anthony! Hey! You just walked in, right?
Hello.
You like just walked in, right?
So I grabbed the pages out of the book just to see if it would give us any information that would be interesting.
Oh.
Are you planning
Shay'll
on
look
starting
at it.
your own?
Well, it just seems interesting that the man who says that he runs the city has a manual on how to run the city from a group of people who are not in charge of city.
Well, yeah, the general did make it seem like it was in his family name for some reason before.
Yeah. Did you catch the look that he gave when I said that? Or the look that he gave later on where he was kind of saying like, hey, shut up, you stupid bitch, don't say anything more.
Oh, I thought he had something in his eye.
No, he definitely thought
Yeah.
something was going on.
Wasn't that subtle? Yeah.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder if maybe that ball in the bag is actually a listening device and he knew about the listening device and that's why he was doing it. Because they've always been listening this
Or he just doesn't trust us because
I
You know.
mean, after the conversation with the general, I honestly don't think they have listening devices. They barely seem to know what's happening around here.
they
Why?
don't know what's happening around here. That was obvious.
Or do they and they just want us to think that they don't?
Yeah, they
Wouldn't that be
really are
very,
grasping
like-
at straws.
I mean, I feel like if I knew information that another party was withholding, I would spend more time trying to find new information that I didn't know rather than focusing on the information that I was already aware of the whole time to see if they would tell me the fact that it just didn't seem very
I
well
think
thought
that
out.
they just thought that we would be easier to buy.
They were testing our loyalty.
And then we caused a little minor revolution and proved to them that we might not be as easy to trust as they thought we would be. I really do like the gold, but I'm not enjoying working for a man that's intentionally making people sick and putting things in the water, and it feels very Pizzagate to me, but I think this conspiracy is right on.
Way to like make it feel like I'm trying to tackle real life social issues or something right
Yeah, this
now.
is our Flint, Michigan.
Stop making me deeper than I really am.
I've told you. I'm like, didn't mean for this to happen, but now that it's happened,
You're really
I'm kind of
enjoying
willing
it.
to take the reins on this and step up. Because
You! What happened to you in Forest? And then when we walked back into city, you were giggling. You thought it was hilarious.
I
that men
swear
were
to
angry at us.
but I swear to the gods, I wasn't giggling. Like, I won't lie. Having my name chanted as I
You are
walked
snickering.
through the entire fucking city was awesome. But at the end there, when they were talking shit, those upper crust eat the rich douchebags that were like trying to commandeer my rhyme skills, okay? When they were saying those things, I wasn't laughing. That was something else. That was when that
Yeah, but
that
you
takeover
also-
happened.
There was something happening in the forest when we were fighting.
I don't know what you're talking about. Forest fighting. I was fighting. What are you talking about?
Oh, don't play cute with me. You forced me to talk to you, and now you're not going to talk to me. I saw you stumble. You could not move for like a full, how long's a round? 6 seconds.
Okay, I have not been in many fights. I'm not a big fighter.
Oh,
I'm
don't.
a performer. I had a stitch.
I will
Like,
set
I
your
had,
hair
like,
on
a-
fire
you
so
know,
fast
like
you
one
will
of
be
those.
bald.
Oh, I couldn't breathe. It was like
I'm going to- and-
I could not. It was
Produce
just-
slaves. Don't start. I will make you bald woman. You would not look good with no hair.
I
Can
think
I? Come on, DM. Can I do a persuasion roll?
No,
To
you're
convince
role
her?
playing. You have to persuade her.
Okay.
Yum. Calliope would be eating popcorn right now.
Calliope
I'm
is
just
getting
going-
Did she
massaged
hear
by
any of
Bear
this?
Hands.
Where
I
she's
know.
at her
No,
tub?
she's
Bear
deep
Hands
in
too good to
meditation,
leave.
Yeah, those bare hands are in deep, and Calliope is not able to hear anything. except
No,
her own
Calliope
moans
doesn't want to
and
hear
blows.
anything. She
I
just
would
wants to-
actually guess that she might be purring a little bit. Like that might be the
Yeah.
sound emanating through the bathrooms.
Yeah.
It's like a
Purrs.
mixture of purrs and every time she gets to a spot that hurts, but mostly like purrs.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, that fight with that fire bloom kicked my ass. It kicked my ass and
You're full of shit.
took the breath out of me.
You're
I'm not full of shit.
shit.
I was full of fear.
Listen, I was gonna
And
tell
lack
you
of
a
oxygen.
secret, and now I
That's-
feel like
that's
I'm
what I
not
was
gonna
full
tell
of.
you anything ever again. You know, it's just not great, and I'm going to walk off and go to my room with the pages.
Okay, but really, I'd like to do a persuasion roll on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Versus
That's
my
fair.
insight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna guide myself.
Do it.
Intense rollies happening here.
Am I doing? That's right. I know what I'm doing.
I tell myself that all the time.
Okay.
Y'all are moving around. I'm trying to like adjust y'all because y'all are moving around a lot tonight.
All right, I got my roll.
Okay, I've got my roll.
Same
try and-
time? I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Who's first?
26.
Oh!
28.
28?
Did you
Rude.
crit? Did you crit?
I did not crit. That
I
is
rolled a
just a
19.
fucking roll, baby. I am good at 2 things. This is one of them.
And the other thing we can't talk about on public TV.
Baloney.
I just
Vesta's gone.
I
Door's
just had a
slammed.
moment.
Goodbye.
I just had a moment.
So as you say, I had a moment. You hear the as Vesta is with the papers
Okay.
in her room.
Okay.
I'm going to go to my room, gather my gold, and I'll be out for a bit. Do you need me to pick up anything?
You're leaving?
Yes.
Well, I don't want to be cooped up in here. Did you want to go alone?
Preferably.
All right. I respect your privacy. Just, see you later. And when you see me following you out there, I promise I'm not following you. Like, I also am leaving, but you want your own privacy, so, like, I'm not gonna intrude.
This just got very awkward, and I'm going to my room now.
Okay, so if that's all happened, then if Lupin and Shay are the ones in the common room as Envy walks into his room and shuts the door?
Wait, didn't Shay say she was following? No.
I thought he said he was leaving.
Sorry,
the
no,
room.
but then he said he's going to his room at the moment, right? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I said I was going to pick up my gold and then head out.
So he goes in his
Yeah,
room.
and yeah, so Shay won't have left quite yet, but she is planning on leaving. That's why she made those told him, like, I'm not gonna follow you.
Lupin, what are you doing?
I would probably tell Shay that I'd take off my tower emblem and probably tell her the same, that you probably shouldn't be wearing this right now. And I'm gonna leave mine on the table. And then I am gonna go into my room, pick up my gold, and probably just leave out the door of the common room.
All right, so Lupin is out.
Mm-hmm.
It is about just for reference. This is like 2 p.m. I think y'all came into town at like noonish.
Yeah. Shay will watch Lupin.
Oh, she's in the room by herself.
I'm in the room by myself. She's gonna reach for the clasp, the emblem clasp. She's gonna grab it. She's gonna put it in her own bag. And then she'll like take off the one that she has on her cloak and kind of look at it and smile. She'll put it also in her bag. And then she'll just kind of say over her shoulder to the room, like, I'm gonna go do some shopping. And she's gonna exit.
Okay. So Lupin, Shay out. Envy, are you sticking around or are you really grabbing your gold and going?
There's one thing I probably do, but I'll figure if I could do it here in a second.
Okay. Okay. Now it's my choice just to figure out which flavor of story I want now. So let's go back to Calliope just to see what her next step is. So, I mean, you sit there for a good...
Go with the sexual interaction first, as she gets bare-handled.
Bare-handled. She's not sticking her fingers in any of my holes. It's good.
Oh,
What do you think a happy ending is for?
Wow.
It's the most
There
relaxing
ain't
part
no
of the massage.
chicken fingers in this
Oh,
massage.
We totally forgot about the dead dude.
We didn't.
Oops.
It's taking a lot of me to not say anything right now. Dirty innuendo galore.
Okay. So Calliope, Helena, thank you so very much for your help. I will retire to my room now. And Calliope will dry off and make her way back to her room.
As you're stepping out of the room, you kind of hear you hear the voice say, "Is it true?"
Is what true?
I've heard that You are the saviors. Are you guys gonna help us? We need the help.
With what do you desire help?
And I don't know if you've noticed it before. I feel like you haven't had a good view, but like as you're asking these questions and really like looking at her, acknowledging her, you see that slight cloudiness to her eyes. Well, I've heard that you guys are good, and you guys maybe have influence. It'd be great to have influence for us.
Calliope is going to make sure that her towel is nice and fastened around her, and then reach over and put her hand on Helena's shoulder and just say, "We are here to do as much good as we can do." I don't know exactly what that means in the grand scheme of things with all of the different factions at play, but we would like to make a positive change in this community. And Calliope's, well, does that satisfy your question?
Like as you were talking, you just see this big smile forming over her arsenal bare face, and she says, "Oh, you know, it does. We haven't had a lot to be really excited about, you know, but everyone's pretty excited."
Well, thank you for addressing it with me. It's hard because I don't really know anyone here to discuss anything with, so I appreciate you breaching the conversation.
Oh, you could talk to me anytime. I mean, most of my job is kind of like sitting around and waiting for someone to need something.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Oh, and that reminds me.
And Calliope's going to take out a gold coin and say, "This is for your troubles. Thank you so very much for your healing touch."
Oh, thank you. Oh, this is very generous.
Well, I have learned in life that the connection is worth more than anything else, connection between others, and if I like to share. And you have a healing touch that you so generously shared with me, so thank you.
Well, anytime, really. If you ask for it, I can be there. Just ask.
Yeah, well, it's hard because I honestly don't know who I can trust here.
And Calliope is going to want to do an insight check, but
I don't know who I can trust here. I come from a place, Orosher, which is very, very close-knit, and, our family is very close with our neighbors, and we share information freely, and we share resources freely. So here it's a little different. I feel like everybody's holding information to use against each other. It's very peculiar.
She says, "This town, everyone that's here has a reason to be here. Anyone that, I would assume anyone that doesn't need to be here. I don't know why they would be here.
Why do you need to be here?
Oh, I have kind of, as my husband describes it, slowed down a little bit. Luck and inspo to Calliope.
Thank you.
I used to be real quick. I used to be really good at math. You could have me add numbers, just any random numbers, and I'd usually get it right pretty quickly. But now, it takes me a while. Things are just not as crisp as they used to be. And I was told that perhaps coming here was the right thing to do.
And who told you that?
Oh, my family.
Well,
Yeah.
something about where I come from is that the little changes that make us feel like we are less physically or mentally able typically come with a wisdom that has been gathered from years of experience in life. Is this the type of change you're talking about, or is this related with something else?
Oh. You've heard of the haze, yes?
Yes, I have.
Everyone around here knows about it.
Mm-hmm.
They know that it affects some people and some people get it really bad. And, well, if you don't get it really bad, you tend to take care of those that do. I've found more family here than... And at that moment, you kind of see, like, she kind of pauses for a moment, is like, give me an insight check. You already gave me once, but I want another one.
15.
Oh, wait. There's luck in inspo. I'm not. I'm not sure which one to use. Is inspo a
D6.
6? Okay, I'm gonna use inspo.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay, well that was a 17.
The pause you see is like, there's a lot of emotion. However, it's not like really like completely vulnerability. It's emotion, but like you sense some resolve to it.
Mm-hmm.
As she says, my family, they weren't really able to handle it. And it's taken me a while to accept that.
There was a time when I had a situation that my family could not handle, and despite how close we were, I actually took leave. It's part of how I ended up here. I mean, now they all understand and appreciate, but it wasn't always that way. I'm sorry that you feel, well, I'm sorry that I imagine you feel isolated.
Well, as I was saying, this new family, I have a role, I have a purpose. I take care, I bring in profit. Every bit of coin that I bring in here goes towards that family.
You and I are more alike than I knew.
She smiles and says, "Oh, you give me a lot of credit."
Well, I'm only speaking of what I see, so what I see is we have similar hearts. We have old families and new families, and we do our best to provide for them. And actually, in this moment, I am realizing there might be something that you could help me with.
What's that?
Well, there was an attack, and there was an attack from the dwarves, and it is being blamed on the misfits. Have you heard of such thing?
Huh. I know of the misfits, but they really think that?
Apparently. I mean, it's my job to find out information, so I will be upfront with you about that. But they want us to find information on this attack of who caused it, and if not, I might be, well, our whole crew might be in a bit of trouble. But my gut is telling me the misfits were not involved. If I'm being 100% honest with you, and I request that you do not share this information with anyone, please.
Oh, of course, ma'am. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check. Persuasion.
Oh, yes. Okay, hold on. That would be a 23.
Oh, wow. The misfits are most kids, most of them. They cause problems here and there, but usually nothing too serious, from what I know. But here in the castle, I do hear some talk.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I'm amazed that they are even focused. Most of the guard joke and laugh at the misfits. Say they're just troublemakers. Nothing serious, nothing to be worried about. That's a good idea, Chelsea. Let's do a giveaway. What do you think right now? Let's just do one right now.
Do it.
I know we got more people. We got more people, so here it goes. Bam.
Bye.
KFC Chicken Littles. This is for, just so you know, find me on the Discord, but this is for one of the sub-goal giveaways. So Tig got the Griffin Co. mid-time giveaway. KFC gets the first sub-goal giveaway. And we'll just do another one of those in the next 10, 15 minutes or so. Okay.
Good enough.
I just can't imagine them even like associating with dwarves or an army.
Do you know of any groups, factions, or people that do associate with dwarves that might actually have reason to attack in such a way?
She just shakes her head.
Well, and please forgive me if this is inappropriate. I do not mean to offend you in any way, shape, or form, but if you felt comfortable and safe, most importantly, finding anything out about this attack that you can. Very discreetly, though. Discretion is probably of the utmost importance, considering that we don't know who's behind what. But if you do feel comfortable, any information would be much appreciated. And just like the reciprocity for any of the other services that you have granted me so kindly, thank you, I would be most obliged to reciprocate in.
As you use these bigger words, you can tell like she kind of stumbles. She was like following along and nodding and smiling, but like she kind of like falls off a little bit with some of these bigger words.
I would greatly offer the exchange of the same sort of gratuity as I have been.
She whispers, I'll do my best.
And then, does Calliope think she actually understood her?
Yeah. I'm just going off the inside roll before. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You like, you sense this like excited engagement. Like she feels like she's helping.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Helena, thank you very much for really all of your help tonight. I actually feel not only physically better, but relieved to know that there is a bigger purpose than just collecting gold here.
Well, just to put it out there, gold is pretty great. I mean, gold makes things a lot better sometimes.
Agreed. I understand. It does, but it doesn't feel as important as actually connecting with someone and helping. I feel now like I have more of a little bit more of a solid purpose with the people here.
Well, I don't really know what that means, but I'm glad you're trying to do good.
And I'm glad you are too. Thank you.
All right. And she goes over in the window, because this room does have a window. She like there's like a weird latch below the window that she lifts up, and then she walks over to the tub and lifts the entire tub and brings it over to this latch and starts dumping out the water beyond the wall and the window.
My kind of woman.
You make your way back to the common room, and as you open the door, you realize there's no one in the common room.
Oh dear Lord, my prayers may have been answered.
That's funny.
I'm kidding. Calliope goes into Calliope.
That's
goes
a clip
in-
right there. I'm gonna make sure to go back to that one.
Calliope goes into her room and she, dresses and lays on the bed, puts her feet up on the wall, and puts something dark over her eyes.
Just to rest and relax and kind of.
Yeah.
Cool.
Recenter. Oh, and she takes all the coins that were left for her. And she puts them in her coin bag.
Mm-hmm. So Shay's going out, Envy's going out, right? And Lupin's going out. So real quick, let's go to Vesta. You get into your room, papers in hand. Are you spreading them out? Are you looking at them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you spread them out. And you said you wanted to pull from like wherever the ruffled edge ended, kind of, if I'm guessing right, and where like seemed like whatever the perusal made it to.
Yeah, but like maybe a few pages back, just enough so like if someone were to reopen that book, they wouldn't immediately notice that like the previous page was missing.
Okay. You spread it out, and the first couple pages, it's actually about like defensive infrastructure. It's literally like different layouts of cities and how you'd build defensive walls, where you'd put guard towers in relation to each other, how many gates, like where would you put the gates. It's all very like it's civil engineering stuff. And throughout that, you see notes and sketches. You actually see like a hand-drawn but rather good sketch of Gorespire Keep's layout. And you see like several sections where the walls were drawn in, but then like one or two places they're crossed out, and you see like a different color of ink drawing a different angle around a certain bend or something. The kind of the blueprints of the defensive walls and stuff of Gorespire Keep, as he's like as the pages are describing different scenarios, that you see little sketches of things of like certain aspects of the city, like the island that Inran's keeps on. Like you see like designs for the bridge that crosses it. You see like defenses. You do catch, and after I'm giving you this one for free, and then I'm going to ask for an investigation check, but this one's for free. You do catch some schematics of the keep. They're not the same source as the manual. They're tucked in. You kind of grab pages with some loose. These were actually like hand-drawn on parchment schematics, and you see like the first level, the second level. It's not fully detailed, but you get a little bit more information about the second level of Inran's Keep. But what catches your attention a little bit more is you see that there's definitely like an underground level. There's an underground level with a few tunnel systems, several of them that lead out to the rocks around the shore of the island that you're on. Several of them that have like denoted blockades that seem to disappear into nothing. Like there's a tunnel that disappears into nothing, and there's like definitely like circle and how do I say this? There's been like scribbled across this entrance. It seems like someone has marked off this tunnel or like blocked off this tunnel in the sketches.
It goes to the ocean?
No. Those are all fine. These tunnels seem to disappear like into nothing further. Yeah. And there's also a prison, a dungeon with cells and prison cells located within this subterranean portion. Now I'll take that investigation check. Investigation. That was a free one. Come on, that was pretty good, right? I always like to give.
Was very good.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god.
But really, I just made more work for myself. Now I have to actually map out Inran's Keep so I can give you a resource.
Yep. Thank you. Investigation. The map doesn't have to be too detailed because I rolled a 9.
A 9. This is more about the pages going forward. So as you kind of bridge, there is a really just with the 9, what you notice is you're definitely able to notice the section where the notes stop, right? There's notes about the civil engineering, the defenses. But then it seems like you got leading into the next chapter. And the next chapter is entitled Population Management.
Man, I rolled a 9 on this.
Yep, you still have the pages.
You still have the pages.
So.
And you scan over the pages, and the text becomes very systematic as you're reading these passages, and the way it describes the population is like sheep. It's like a resource. It's like you are this is your product. This is your purpose. This is,
Yeah.
Population management. How do you control the population. And it's very systematic about like kind of, you know, tolerance mixed like you read it and it's not completely like authoritative. It's not completely, but it is just through this kind of initial scan, from what you've learned about Gorespire Keep, not a lot is lining up. There's passages about like public displays of retribution, or like, you know, like kill, you know, like public killings, or public, you know, having criminals be punished in the public eye. And you see no notes there. You know, you see a section about the balance of fear and compassion. No notes.
Are there notes on, like, is that the last chunk of pages I have?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you're saying that none of the stuff that I'm reading seems like it's happening currently?
It doesn't. You haven't heard nothing. No stories.
And not that I've heard of.
Not that you've heard of. No.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
All right. Just so I can check up before I find out what you're doing next, I just want to know where the other three are going.
I'm still in my room. I haven't left.
You haven't left yet. Right. You're right. Do you leave within like 10 minutes?
It'll be, from what I have planned, it'll be at least 10 minutes.
What do you have planned? Do you want to? You don't want to tell me right now what you have planned?
I mean, it's like you have to switch. Essentially, I'm casting magic in my room and trying something, but
the spell magic.
No, I'm casting magic.
Oh, you're casting a spell. I was like, I've never heard of the spell magic.
Magic.
Okay.
This is the gathering.
Lupin, where are you going?
A couple places, but probably the first one would be to. So Tristy was on top of the tower as a Shar, like where the event was, like the race was.
Yep.
I would probably try to talk to Saba and see what has happened over these days we were been gone.
Where are you going to try to talk to Saba? First.
I mean, last time I saw her would be the tower, so I would check to see if she is there. Yes.
So you're headed towards Shar's tower.
Yeah.
Okay. Shay.
Shay would leave Inran's Keep, and once she crosses the bridge into like the general city territory, she will duck behind a building in an alley that's dark, and she will change form before she moves on.
I mean, I know what the form
And
looks
do you want
like.
me to keep going? Because I am looking at the clock, but I'm happy to tell you where I'm
I want to
headed.
know, but where are you going next?
She first will head to where she heard those guards talking about the crowds inside the Watcher's Quarter.
So you heard the lead guard talking to Raishal that the Watcher's Quarter was one of the words you kind of caught.
If that's also where there were crowds of people chanting her name when she came into the city.
No,
That's
so
also
the
where
Watcher's
she said.
Quarter is further up. It was the second half of your journey.
Okay, because I'm looking at the map.
Oh, am I wrong?
So-
Trader's Quarter.
Is it
Sorry,
wa-
no, you're right. You're right.
Okay, so Trader's Quarters is what he was saying?
Yes. Yeah, he was saying Trader's
guard?
Quarter. Yeah. My bad. Good catch.
Okay, so she'll start then in the Trader's Quarters, but that isn't necessarily her final destination.
Okay. Whew. Okay. There's a lot happening. I'm going to go back to Calliope. So You notice that like there are a lot of closed doors to the personal rooms, but currently in the common room there's no one. Oh yeah, you said you laid down. Sorry, you laid down. Sorry, I'm there again. So you're
Peek up
laying
the
down.
wall.
You're
It's
laying
okay.
down.
Calliope will probably, after a little while, just in her Calliopic nature, will she's already dressed and ready, so she's going to head to Marcus's needs.
Okay. So you get dressed and ready after a little bit. We'll say, I want to find out what Envy's doing next, and we'll see how that interacts with you. But everyone else is out except Vesta. So we might come back to Vesta still. So we still have time. We're still figuring out the next. Does anyone need to go right away? Envy, how you doing? You got do you have time?
Yeah, sure. Envy would have ritually cast Detect Magic again, and he hasn't tried this particular facet before, but when the magic activates, he's going to try and touch where he believes that mark is.
Mm-hmm. You're going to make me look this up.
And this is where the dilemma comes into the aspect of hasn't tried it before. Detect Magic, even ritually cast, is a concentration spell. But he's gonna try and cast, while his finger's on it, he's gonna use his free hand to do the somatic portions and then verbally call out and hopefully get something. But he's gonna try and cast Detect Evil and Good before the Detect Magic fully dissipates.
So you're trying to get overlapping auras?
Yeah, I was trying to see if I can get a sense of what the mark is before the mark fades back.
Remind me, Detect Good and Evil. It has to do more with a lot about creature types, right? Like Fiend, Celestial.
It says if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. So
Right. Those are specific actions. Yeah. So as you attempt this kind of magical feat where you're there's a little bit of you're trying to do this little bit of overlap. Wait, is Detect Good and Evil concentration?
Mm-hmm.
So it's that concentration spells last till the end of the turn that you do something else. So you get a little bit of overlap. So you're kind of fighting for that little bit of overlap and kind of maybe interaction between these two spells. Give me a Arcana check.
Now, even though he'd already, this is a mechanical question, even though his detect magic would already, let's say it's off after you've detected magic, you see something is magical, even though the spell then ends and it's no longer illuminated, you would still know that that was magical.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a little overlap.
You would still know that he would be okay, that thing is...
I think he knows it's magical.
Not up.
I think
Logic.
he thinks it might suppress itself if he's not detecting it outright.
Okay, you're afraid it's not there if... Got it.
Thank you, Phoenix
if I get any
for the raid.
vibes.
Welcome in. We are towards the end of our stream, but we're going just a little bit more.
That's 16.
16 Arcana check. Okay. So as you hold this Detect Magic, you detect it similarly to before. As you use your free hand to do somatic components of Detect Good and Evil, you finish the spell and you kind of send out the energy of your new spell, and you can feel the vision that you get kind of fading. But so as you're seeing this vision around you, you're looking introspectively and behind you, and you see this rune and this typical kind of just bright energy. Your eye, it goes very monochrome. It's very dark outlines of objects. Anything magical has this kind of white, staticky appearance to it. But as these two spells kind of interact and overlap, before one fades away and the other, you see this outlining of this kind of runic insignia on your back in dark green fey energy. And that seems like a
And then
good
it's like,
time to end the session for tonight with that little discovery. We have 2 giveaways to do, so everyone who just joined, before you bounce off, will of course raid someone else and keep you on your way. But we have a giveaway. You're new here, whatever, just join, right? Unless you're in Canada, Quebec. But there's the code right there. It's !critical. We're gonna do 2 because we got 60. That's weird. Our sub points like dropped. Huh. All right. Well, I might be in trouble. Oh well.
Great energy.
G-dubs. Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. All of a sudden, it said we had 61 subscribers, but now it says we have 29. So.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Maybe the month reset does better. Anyway,
I don't know what happened in the last 5 minutes.
I know,
but
right,
everybody
guys? We
hated it.
offended a lot of people, and they withdrew. Anyway, all right. So, any other things we need to know? Next week we're playing again. Yes, next week should be good. Awesome. Let's do the first giveaway. This is going to be for. Now I'm really worried, guys. Yeah, Japan is out. Man, you live in Japan? That's crazy. I feel like I should have known that by the time you streamed. But Sexual Trash, I like the name. Essential Nerd, thank you for the subscription. Now we have. See, but do we? I don't even know. But you know what? I like the look. I'm just gonna take the blame. If something's not right, then it's my fault. So let's do the first giveaway. Right now is going to be the second sub goal giveaway, which, if I remember right, you get to select amongst a list of really cool things.
!critical once again.
I am doing in 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
DM Chromie, welcome. That's where we are in the night. Welcome in. Bienvenue. Find me on Discord. Our Discord link is going to be linked by Ashley here in a second. Put you on the spot. Cool. Yeah, you get. It's like. I know there's a dragon mini. I'm pretty sure is one of the options, but there's dice. There's Griffin Co. There's a few options. But go ahead, !critical, if you want to be entered in the last giveaway of the night, which is for Critical Dice. It's finally there. We're there.
Yes.
Critical Dice. We have made it to the Critical Dice giveaway. And I'm going to do that right now. Ooh, Chelsea. More dice.
I didn't.
Did you not want the dice
what?
one?
It is rigged. Zen,
It is
thank you for
rigged.
calling it. I only was giving an example of how to enter. So you could go ahead and re-roll that !critical for the
Give them
critical
10 seconds to
Sexual trash.
Sexual trash.
Sexual trash.
Got some dice, my friend.
Congratulations, Critical Dice coming your way. Find us on our Discord. Did you get it, Ash? You didn't do it. Did you do it? You did. Did you do it? You did it. Sorry. I can't hear you. I was looking. I couldn't hear you.
I did it. Sorry, I was muted. Yes, I did it.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. This story is getting interesting. Next session, we've got some solo adventures, some solo story time to fill the void. I'm sure none of it will be emotionally damaging. So catch us back here again Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific. We're going to find someone to raid, but we are going to get off our cameras. But we love you guys. Thanks a lot. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.